You know, some people say that Odoo business management software is like fertilizer, the way it promotes growth and all. But other people say Odoo is like a magic beanstalk because it grows with your company and is also magically affordable. And there's some people who would even say Odoo's individual software programs come together to build the perfect suite like building blocks. Well, Odoo is all of these things. Fertilizer, magic beanstalk, building blocks for business. So sign up now at odoo.com, ODOO.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Bones with some exciting news. Open booking is here for the Top Shelf Country Cruise, setting sail February 2026 aboard the luxurious Celebrity Reflection. Spots are filling up fast, so book your stateroom today or sign up to become a lineup insider to receive the final lineup 48 hours prior to the public. Don't miss your chance to make February 2026 unforgettable. Visit TopShelfCountryCruise.com. That's TopShelfCountryCruise.com.
So with a loss by the Washington, used to be called ethnic slur team, and a Giants win, the Giants could clinch the division.
They would have 6 wins if they did that.
Yeah, 6-10 division champs. Exactly.
That's so sad.
I just can't do it anymore, Eli.
Oh, come on, Cecil. He's happier like this.
He is not.
Aren't you happier, Tom? Doggy go bark, bark. See?
That proves nothing. Nothing.
Guys, what is going on?
Hey, Noah, Eli started writing Tom dumber and dumber in these intro sketches, and now he's barely sentient.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, like a couple hundred episodes ago, he died in the murder machine, and then it just got funnier and funnier. Really wasn't that funny. It's so funny.
Is it?
Bark.
Doggy goes.
See? He's so much better like that.
No, he's not. Yesterday, he fought a pressure cooker because it hissed at him, and he thought it was a cat.
Okay. 1, that was hilarious. 2, he won that fight, so it's a win. Super duper not the point.
Not the point, man.
Kitty go poof, crunch, crunch. Kitty.
See? Would old Tom make Kitty go poof, poof, crunch, crunch?
Yeah, Eli, this sucks.
He's like one of those Cian-Say toys.
Well, let's not get carried away. That was pretty smart technology for its time.
Yeah. You have to write him smarter. Last week on our other show, he only said, stupid Trump and smash, smash and Rudy make a boom, boom. He did that for like 90 minutes straight.
I heard that episode. It was great. Again, better.
Okay,
better.
It's an easier edit, but that's still not the point, man.
Cecil, my hand hurty, full of crinkle.
Yeah, buddy. Full of crinkles. Because you just squeezed that bottle of bourbon like an orange. It broke.
Sploosh, sploosh.
Yep.
Sploosh, sploosh, man. Sure did.
Eli, tell you what. Write Tom smarter in our opening sketches again, and I'll take you to that vegan place that serves room temperature tomato juice.
Really? Oh, and can we sit side by side in a booth and split a dessert? But when we order it, we have to say to each other, are we feeling bad? And then you turn to me.
Do not push it, Eli.
Okay, that's fair. Give me a second. Tom says, holy shit, Cecil, I had the worst dream. Nope. Dream is spelled E-A-M.
Holy shit! Cecil, I had the worst dream. There was this tiny rodent, and I wound up petting him way too hard, and then he died. It was sad.
That sounds really terrible, Tom. Don't tell me your dreams. But you're normal now, so let's do the show.
Hey, Cecil?
Yeah.
Can you convince Eli to reattach my penis that he wrote off my body 2 shows ago?
No, I cannot.
No, that really happened.
Hello and welcome to Citation Needed, the podcast where we choose a subject, read a single article about it on Wikipedia, and pretend we're experts because this is the internet, and that's how it works now. I'm Noah, and I'm going to be guiding you across the river tonight, but to do that, I'm going to need the help of some oarsmen. First up, 2 guys to try to haggle Charon down to 1 penny, Heath and Cecil.
All right, man. I'll pay you when I get my stimulus check. How about that?
No, you just can't give away money in a ball market. A ball is the thing. It's the thing they put in the... Forget it. Ancient Greek
and
joke.
Also joining us tonight, 2 men who would make so many sticks rhymes with dicks jokes that he would probably get just pushed out along the way, Tom and Eli.
Yeah, I think it's offensive that you said probably. Like, I would make it a point to make this happen. Noah.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and you laugh, but the one thing I have a hookup on is nectar. So that's going to be fucking great.
It's true, man.
All right, now before we get started,
Coming out of his teat at this point.
All right, so now before we get started, I want to remind at least some of you that your New Year's resolution was to be more charitable. And here we are giving you entertainment for free. Anyway, if you'd like to learn how those two things are related, be sure to stick around to the end of the show. And with that out of the way, tell us, Cecil, what person, place, thing, concept, phenomenon, or event will we be talking about today?
Today we're going to be doing Unusual Deaths Part 2, Middle Ages to the Renaissance.
All right, so Eli, you made it a whole year before returning to this well, even though you only have all of history, all people, and all of phenomenon to choose from. And we don't ask you to do essays very often. Are you ready to be wrong about who is and isn't Greek again?
Indeed I am, you swarthy Greek bastard.
Okay, here we go. So tell us, Eli, whose deaths will we be mocking this time?
Folks from the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, Noah. Beginning with Ragnar Lodbrok, who Wikipedia describes as a semi-legendary Viking leader.
Semi-legendary? I love that there's a kids' table at the Asgard banquet hall. And the semis are just pissed.
So, according to the 13th century Icelandic saga, Ratgard Sagagenesis Lookbroker.
I love how you've got me correcting you in the notes as though I'm going to know how to pronounce that shit.
You did the volcano.
Ragnar Saga Lodbrok, I think.
Exactly.
It's closer than your thing.
Yeah. So, according to that thing, Ragnar was captured by Paella of Cucumbria.
Oh, Ella of Northumbria. That's an easy one.
Cool. And was executed by being thrown into a pit of snakes.
Okay. Also, not to defend Eli's pronunciation of anything, but admittedly, the second O in Lookbroka has a letter boner thing, so I can't give him too much shit.
Letter boner?
It's called an F, Tom. Read an Elfdalian scroll.
You know weird stuff, Heath.
I have fun facts. That's fun.
Doesn't know weird stuff.
All right. Moving on.
Everybody have fun with that.
On August 5th of the year 882, Louis III, King of West Francia, died, quote, whilst mounting his horse to pursue a girl who was running to seek refuge in her father's house. He hit his head on the lintel of a low door and fell, fracturing his skull, end quote.
Riding horses was definitely not his jam. Jam with a B.
And I love that he wasn't even riding yet. He walked his horse into a low doorway for no reason.
Yeah, bad.
And then tried to violently, aggressively mount it and smashed his head and died.
Yeah, and his last words, you'd be prettier if you smiled, ended up being somewhat prophetic. Since the girl positively beamed when he clunked his stupid, harassing head.
God, if everybody who ever said that smashed their face into a door jamb, how much better of a world would it be?
Just a can of twisted tea.
That would be a very downloaded 882 TikTok. That's all I'm saying.
According to the Old Norse saga, Heimikrinkles.
Heimskringla.
And OK Ringa.
Orkninga.
Sure. Sigurd the Mighty, the second Earl of Orkney, tied the severed head of a defeated foe to his saddle and rode through the lands in celebration of his victory. Unfortunately, one of the head's teeth scraped against his leg while he rode, causing a fatal infection.
Nice.
Okay, so wait, so he decked out his ride with rotting flesh while supporting fresh war wounds. Crazy that didn't work out better for him, right?
Man, I knew the fast zombies were the scary ones. They're the ones that'll...
Also, why is he wearing shorts while he's doing it? He's an earl. He's wearing fucking cargo shorts while he rides through the land, celebrating victory.
Just jorts and Crocs into battle.
English King Edmund Ironside was stabbed while on a toilet by an assassin who was hiding underneath him.
Oh,
that's a shit job. That's all I'm saying.
It's a crappy way to go.
Oh, you couldn't stab him in the side, though.
Yeah.
So, weird side note, Wikipedia says that he was allegedly stabbed while sitting on a toilet, Like they're worried about an assassin from 1016 is going to sue them or something.
I don't know. Maybe he was poisoned instead of stabbed. Could have been poisoned.
Yeah. So Henry I apparently died of eating...
Put poison in his ass. You would put the poison...
Henry I apparently died of eating too many lampreys. They're like little small eels, which again, Wikipedia mystifyingly points out he did, quote, against his physician's advice.
All right, so that story is way less fun when you learn that lampreys are toxic, because otherwise you just have to imagine him sucking those little fuckers up like SpaghettiOs until he severed himself to death with them. But...
So these are toxic?
Yeah, for the last time, they're toxic, yes.
Okay, all right, fine. But like, so how toxic?
Is there a amount of toxic that you're comfortable with? I don't...
Okay, yeah. I mean, are they like, oh, feel a little hungover toxic, or like, my brother is getting my throne refitted toxic? That's...
Yes. I guess it depends on how many you eat, but you just really shouldn't...
Well, let's say 34, for example.
34?
Yeah, as just a round number, 34.
That's way too many, and that's going to kill you.
Gotcha. Okay, then, fuck it. May as well pass the lampreys. Just give me some more of the lampreys.
Swirl them up on your fork there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Moving on. When Al-Mustasim, the last Abbasid Caliph of Baghdad, was captured by the Mongol ruler Hulagu Khan, he was executed by being rolled up in a rug and then trampled by horses.
Yeah, in order to get him in the rug, they had a 3-day siege on his couch cushion.
So I did a little more research into this, and according to insertwisdom.wordpress.com...
Only the best sources for our listeners.
Wow.
Yeah. That is because, quote, it was an offense to the earth spirit Ege to have royal blood spilled on her, and an offense for royal blood to be seen by the sky god Tengri.
Oh, yeah, maybe, but I think I know what really happened.
And so I condemn you, Al-Mustasim, to die.
No!
Hey, babe, what the fuck is all this?
Oh, hello, my love. I am executing the Caliph.
Yeah, I can fucking see that. You're gonna get blood all over my fucking floor here.
No, of course I won't, my love.
Oh, yeah? How you gonna do that?
Do you guys want me to... I could step outside?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Darling, I'm going to wrap him in a carpet, and then I will have horses step on him. Men, make it so.
This seems really overly complicated.
Babe, I fucking told you not to do that. Any more fucking executions in the fucking house. I'm having my goddamn friends over.
Okay, my sun and stars, you can still have your friends over. I didn't want you to not have your friends over.
I gotta be honest, this is actually really comfortable.
No, because there's gonna be a dead fucking guy in the carpet on the floor, and they're not gonna want to come over anymore.
Okay, all right, check that. There are actually horses stomping on me. That hadn't started yet.
Okay, well, maybe you have the girls over in the downstairs courtroom.
And nobody wants to go to the fucking downstairs. Fucking cool. God damn it, it's fucking cool down there.
Definitely getting trampled here.
I'll tell you what, I'll call the builders and see if they can make a nice cozy fire for you and the...
It's not about the builders, it's about you respecting my girls.
I don't want to have this fight right now. I am trying to execute someone.
Very much dying in this rug. That was like kind of an aerobic workout.
Yeah, I bet.
Move away and come towards you.
So are you proud of yourself, Eli? You got faraway Cecil and Boston lady Cecil into the same doodly do.
So great. Yeah. Literally the entire reason for the essay.
Okay, there you go.
Glad. Thank
Series finale, a citation needed. So, according to several sources, Edward II of England was murdered after being deposed by his sister by having a red-hot poker shoved up his ass. Now, most historians agree that was just a weird gay joke propaganda that everyone kept writing down as a joke until it was almost accidentally history.
Yeah, right. He's just at the ER. Fireplace poker sticking out of his ass. I was cleaning the fireplace naked, you see, and I just slipped.
He's like, this is actually just a gay joke propaganda. I don't know if you heard. It's weird.
1 in a million shot, Doc.
If you find a cooked hamster upstairs, it's not mine. It's not mine.
That's my buddy Richard.
Did you find any poison in there also? Just curious.
Might be just push the lampreys out of the way.
Brown iocane powder.
Bravo.
So
Ass poison.
John of Bohemia, or John the Blind, died in battle. Let me say that again. John the Blind died in battle.
Really? Every one of the enemy combatants is screaming, Paulo! Paulo!
Yeah. So the medieval chronicler, Jean Froissart, tells the story as follows.
Crushed it.
Quote,
way to go.
He said, Sirs, ye are my men, my companions and friends in this journey. I require you bring me so far forward that I may strike one stroke with my sword. They said they would do his commandment, and to the intent that he should not lose him in the press, they tied all their reins of their bridles each to each other and set the king before to accomplish his desire. And so they went on with their enemies. The king was so far forward that he strake a sword with his sword, yea, and more than 4, and fought valiantly, and so did his company. And they adventured themselves so forward that they were all slain. End quote.
Oh my fucking God. You want to translate into that English? That's not.
I can translate it into doodly-doo.
Harpcliff.
Men!
Yes, Your Highness.
Let me get in there. Kill some dudes.
Sorry.
Killing.
You say that you would like to go into battle. You, sir, would like to go into battle.
Yes.
You
My
personally.
sword thirsts for blood, man. Blood.
Okay, well, I guess we could tie all our horses to yours.
Dude,
and then,
what?
And then
No,
lead you in the
no.
right direction, I suppose.
Yes.
talking
That's it. Excellent. Charge!
Yes, charge at me.
Am I killing people yet?
Yes, no, totally. You're killing the enemies. Good job.
Yes! Fantastic! How many of them did I kill?
Just
4.
4 so far.
Yes! Ha! And where are we now?
Actually, way out in front, surrounded by the enemies.
I see. Well, that is unfortunate.
Yes, it is.
No, let's tie our horses together so it doesn't get lost. We'll tie our horses
Seriously,
together. It'll be
Jerry,
great.
now? Is the time now?
Yeah, Jerry, you're being a knob.
I feel like it's
Come
exactly
on.
the time. This is exactly the time to make fun of this.
Die with some dignity.
All right, how awesome would it be if we went back in time and found out there was no battle that day at all?
There are several accounts of how Charles II of Navarre, a.k.a. Charles the Bad, died. But the one I liked the most comes from Francis Blagden. Quote, Charles the Bad, having fallen into such a state of decay that he could not make use of his limbs,
Jesus.
consulted his physician, who ordered him to be wrapped up from head to foot in a linen cloth impregnated with brandy, so that he might be enclosed, in it to the very neck, as in a sack.
Oh, as in a sack, like a sack. Like the normal way you tie someone in a sack. Got it.
It was night when this remedy was administered. One of the female attendants of the palace, charged to sew up the cloth that contained the patient, having come to the neck, the fixed point where she was to finish her seam made a knot according to the custom.
Sorry, there was a custom for tying a guy into a bag soaked with brandy. Like, there's a dedicated Boy Scout knot for that?
Apparently. He concludes, but as there was still remaining an end of the thread, instead of cutting it, as usual with scissors, she had recourse to the candle, which immediately set fire to the whole cloth. Being terrified, she ran away and abandoned the king, who was thus burnt alive in his own palace. End quote.
Jesus!
Just run it off. Oh, shit.
See, this is why you don't order the flambe table side. It always seems like fun, but if anything goes wrong, the waiter just runs off like a little kid afraid they're going to get in trouble with dad.
Exactly. It's a good thing Martin the Humane didn't have access to this podcast because he died of laughter. According to legend, Martin was already fit to burst, having eaten an entire goose for dinner
Jesus.
when his jester entered his bedroom, which is where he was eating his goose.
It's totally fine. The doctor said I couldn't have any more lampreys, but he didn't say anything about eating an entire goose before bed. That's fine. Goose. Entire goose.
So he asks the jester where he'd been, and the jester replied, again, quote, out of the next vineyard, where I saw a young deer hanging by his tail from a tree, as if someone had so punished him for stealing figs.
Okay, that sounds like Eli trying to do a pun.
Yeah. I'm guessing it loses something to time, but it caused Martin to bust a gut. Literally.
All right. Well, now that we know this shit could be lethal, I think we need to dial it back, take a quick break. So we're going to toss things over to a little apropos of nothing.
You got to cinch it tighter.
I'm cinching. I am
Hey,
in
guys,
the middle of
guys,
cinching.
what are you doing?
Oh, hey, Noah. Well, Heath and I were talking, and this week's episode got us thinking.
We want epic deaths for ourselves.
Exactly. Yes, we do. So check this out. I filled a bag with brandy, put Heath inside.
Not tightly. You didn't. You need to cinch it a lot more.
But we also put 2 of his enemies' heads in there as well.
Yeah. And trust me, the teeth, they are a scraping.
Yeah, they are. They are.
I'm wearing
And then,
shorts.
All we have to do is wait for a battle. We light him up and we fire him right into the thick of it.
Also, Eli stabbed my butt.
Unrelated, but yes.
Guys, this is stupid.
It is?
Yeah, it's stupid and it's disgusting. Plus, there are no battles coming up, so the whole thing is useless anyway.
Wait, there's no battles?
No.
Oh. Okay. Eli, you want to untie me?
Yeah, I guess. I'll go get some Bactine for your tooth scratches.
Great.
Okay, that's better. Now, I'll see you guys in the second half of the show.
Sure. Okay. Eli, we still doing the RV idea in Nashville for you?
It feels soon.
Soon is good. I feel like soon's good.
Soon is good.
Soon is good. I'm telling you, it's going to be perfect timing.
And we're back. When we last left off, Eli was pointing out just how much more interesting all those true crime shows my wife watches should be. So who's up next?
That would be George Plantagenet, first Duke
Close.
of Clarence.
Very close.
Who, by
Was
the way,
it close?
No. No, but Eli pronounces things like horseshoes, so the closer he gets, we're supposed to like congratulate him.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's within one pronunciation of Plantagenet.
Tom
anyways,
pronounces horseshoes clip-clop. So.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Not anymore. So that's the first Duke of Clarence, who, by the way, was the 3rd Duke of Clarence. Fucking liars. And he was executed by request in a butt of wine.
Butt of wine, another of my favorite Pornhub videos that got taken down. Ridiculous. All these bookmarks are useless.
A butt, by the way, is an English measure of volume equaling 2 hogsheads.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, I'm not sure if you clarified or confused me in a different direction there, but thanks, I guess.
Yeah, man, the English really have a knack for measuring stuff. Let's stick with that. Metric is stupid. Let's just
Even they gave up on them.
Yeah. Now, we've talked about a lot of kings and dukes kicking the bucket on this week's show, but what about some down-home, ordinary folk? Well, you're in luck. Next up is the story of the dancing plague of 1518. According to a bunch of contemporaneous sources, one day in July, an unnamed woman took to the streets of Germany and began to dance feverishly. She was joined by a group of mostly young women. Wikipedia estimates between 50 and 400.
How did that?
And
Wait,
a lot of them-
oh, just you don't know the difference between 50 and 400?
Yeah, it's the same people who got the Etruscans. Anyways, a lot of them continued to dance and dance for days until the magistrate
or
and
hours.
the bishop,
They don't know. It could be hours, months, it's
minutes, until the magistrate and the bishop intervened and had doctors come hospitalize them. How many people died is controversial.
John Lithgow and Kevin Bacon are having a yelly fight in the background.
See, this is exactly what I was talking about. All right.
So, fun fact about this.
Don't steal my thing. I do the fun fact.
All right. Well, normal fact about this. Historians
posit.
Two possible causes of this impromptu bop. The first is the toxic and psychoactive chemical products of the ergot fungi, ergotamine, which grows commonly on grains, such as rye, used for baking bread. Ergotamine
It's
is
pretty similar to LSD, actually.
pretty similar
That's a
to
fun
LSD.
fact. Hey, thank you, Heath. I appreciate that.
And
So fun.
many people think it was the cause of the Salem witch trials as well.
They're wrong, the people who think that, by the way.
Yeah. But
Dumb.
way more fascinating is the theory that dancing mania just happened in Europe between the 14th and 17th century.
Absolutely what it is, too.
Yeah. Many people think it was just stress or mass hysteria caused by plague, but people all over the continent would just start fucking dancing until they collapsed or died.
Slide to the left, die to the right. Two hops.
Who said freeze? Get the fuck out. Are you serious? Let's not do the time warp again. This is going badly.
Yeah, stress-induced manic dancing. That's going to my 2021 bingo card for sure.
Yeah,
That's
right, right.
Is that center square? I don't know. It's on there, though.
One other note on dancing mania. Wikipedia points out that one of the problems is that sometimes musicians would join the dancers in hopes that it would cure them.
Cure them?
But that would just cause more people to join in.
Right.
And that made the problem worse.
Yeah, how the fuck did they think that was going to help? They were dancing without music. Music doesn't discourage dancing. Have they heard music? Have they seen regular dance? What the fuck?
They're just trying to like slow it down to nothing.
All right. So back to the fancy people. Hans Stanginger,
Close.
the burgomaster of Brunau, tripped over his own 4.5 long foot beard, broke his neck, and died.
We are like 1 week away from everyone on Duck Dynasty dying.
Right.
That's amazing.
Hipster
and of course-
problems.
And of course, we did a whole episode about him, but quick reminder, Tycho Brahe got his own episode for not peeing himself to death.
I love that he didn't give up at the last second. It seems like you would have to. Everybody's like, dude, just fucking pee, man. And he's like, no, it's an amazing party. Must not break the seal. I'm dead. How do you do that?
But I have saved the goriest and most bizarre death for last. It's about Marco Antonio Bragadin, a Venetian lawyer and military officer of the Republic of Venice. After working as a lawyer during his formative years in 1569, he was elected as captain of the Kingdom of Cyprus, where he ran things from the
Because
port
of 69.
city. Yes, thank you.
Nailed
From the
it.
port city of Famagusta. The problem
Where'd
was
you get an R in there? It's
That R was free. You didn't even get charged extra.
Yeah, it's because it's Italian.
Oh, okay.
So the problem was he and everyone else knew that Cyprus and Famagusta was about to get their shit kicked in by the Ottoman Empire.
Okay, so old-timey Brad Parscale. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's a siege, which I won't bother describing because they don't even mention what angle shit was at.
Okay,
So like,
okay. Yeah, no.
But the point is, Fram Gramgrusa loses, which isn't so bad. At this time, you could actually like pre-negotiate with the enemy what would happen when the city fell, and that's what Bragadin had done. Quote, the Ottoman commander agreed that, in return for the city's surrender, all Westerners in the city could exit under their own flag and be guaranteed safe passage to Venice-held Crete. Greeks could leave immediately or wait 2 years to decide whether to remain in Famagusta under Ottoman rule, or depart the city for any destination of their choice. End quote.
Okay, yeah, but the siege was clearly stolen. It was mathematically impossible that Famagusta was going to lose. That's not.
However, at the official surrendering ceremony, shit goes super duper sideways. In the middle of surrendering, the Ottoman commander accuses Bragadin of executing Ottoman prisoners and hiding weapons, so he can try to take back the city later. Now, whether or not this is true is in dispute because at this point in time, historians were pretty much just like hype men who knew how to write. So, true or not, the commander pulls out a knife and cuts off Bragadin's ear and then orders his guards to cut off the other ear and his nose.
Weird that he'd contract out the other ear and
Right?
the nose at that point. It feels like he thought the first ear was going to be super easy and be this like big, impactful, single slice moment. But then he was like, it's taking too long. I just got to start the rip. Once I start, just give me a second. Fuck it. You guys do the other one.
You know, the thing is, Bragadin knew what was coming. I mean, there were clowns to the left of him, jokers to the right.
shit.
It's just-
So
Reservoir Dogs.
The Ottomans then set about murdering all the Christians of the city, but they saved the worst for Bragadin. Quote, after being left in prison for 2 weeks, his earlier wounds festering, he was dragged round the walls with, quote, sacks of earth and stone on his back. Next, he was tied to a chair and hoisted to the yardarm of the Turkish flagship, where he was exposed to the taunts of the sailors, end quote.
I like that a roast was part of the execution. Right? That's awesome. I want that too when I get executed, I guess.
Yeah. It continues. Finally, he was taken to his place of execution in the main square, tied naked to a column and flayed alive. Bragadin's quartered body was then distributed as a war trophy among the army, and his skin was stuffed with straw and sewn, reinvested with his military insignia, and exhibited, riding an ox in a mocking procession along the streets of Famagusta. This macabre trophy, together, was hoisted upon the masthead pennant of the personal galley of the Ottoman commander, to be brought to Constantinople as a gift for the Sultan Selim II.
Yeah, that Sultan had a weird Amazon wish list. It's very strange.
I love that at some point in the story, there's a dude like elbow deep in the putrid skin sack with fistful of straw so that he can impugn some other guy's reputation. He's like, I'm going to make you look stupid.
Yeah, and that would be some guy like me who can't fucking wrap a Christmas present. Now he's covered in gore and scotch tape. He's like, honey, can't we just use a fucking gift bag? Really? You know I can't stuff a corpse.
So there's a great little postscript to this story. Don't worry, not a fun fact. Quote, Bragadin's skin was later stolen from Constantinople's arsenal in 1580 by the young Venetian seaman Girolamo Pordilori.
Feels like you're having fun with this.
Thank you. He brought it back to Venice, where it was received as a returning hero. The skin was preserved first in the church of San Gregorio, then interred with full honors in the Basilica de San Giovanni e Paolo, where it still is today. End quote.
All right. So if you had to summarize what you've learned in one sentence, what would it be?
I have some excellent ideas for Joe Biden's inauguration. Here we
Are you ready for the quiz?
Oh, I am.
Okay, Eli, in tribute to the dancing plague of 1518, what's the best dancing disease movie? A, Saturday Night Fever.
Fantastic.
B, Bring It On, Ecology. C, Strap Up. D, Center Stage for Cancer. Or E, Rash Dance.
Oh, gotta go with Rash Dance.
It is correct, Rash Dance.
All right, Eli, tripping on your own beard and dying is A, barbarous way to go.
Way to go, T.
B, terrifying. It's B, terrifying, a very hairy death indeed. Or C, something to really dread.
I'm going to go with terrifying, a very hairy death indeed.
Sure about that.
All right.
All right, Eli, got one more for you. So you mentioned a guy who got executed in a butt of wine. And I feel like we kind of skated right over that. You said butt. Which of the following is the most popular type of ass wine? A, Petit Syrah. Thank you. Cecil only. B, Asti Spumante.
Fantastic.
Oh, so great. Or C, Chateauneuf du Plop.
Pretty good.
Gotta be Chateauneuf du Plop.
You would think so. It was actually Petit Syrah.
Petit Syrah rocks it. It's amazing.
Snuck it. All right. Well, Heath is obviously our victor this week, what with all those great puns that people more cultured than myself had a chance at. So, Heath, who gets the nod as next week's essayist?
Cecil, you're up, buddy.
All right. I got something already written.
Awesome. All right. Well, for Cecil, Eli, Heath, and Tom, I'm Noah thanking you for hanging out with us today. We're going to be back next week, and by then, Cecil will be an expert for something else. Between now and then, you can check us out on all of our various other podcasts that we do, and if you'd like to help keep this show going, you can make a per-episode donation at patreon.com/citationpod, or leave a 5-star review everywhere you can, like Home Depot, for example. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, check out past episodes, connect with us on social media, or check the show notes. Be sure to check out citationpod.com.
And see, that's Hegel's big problem. Everything is through the philosophical lens, but he's just not addressing his own ideas in abstraction.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, honestly, it's a little wordy, but Wickinson does a way better breakdown of it than I could. I'll loan you a copy if you need one.
I miss when you squish stuff.
Huh?
I said, that sounds awesome. Thanks. I would love that.